hello, 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 hello. Good morning. Y'all come on to my live. Come into the live. My name is Cheryl Grabowski. I got some TikToks to share with you guys today. Good morning, Monique. The queen is in the house. Hey, Eric Hickerson. How y'all doing? I done missed y'all. I've been, what? I ain't seen y'all since what? Sunday morning. Isn't that a shame? That is not good. That is not good. Did you see President Musk and his Vice President Trump? I did. There's so much going on. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, we got a piece of fat back. Isn't that beautiful? I stopped at the country store. Y'all know I'm down here in the South. Stopped at a country store to get some breakfast. That toast is beautiful. 2 pieces of toast. Yum, yum. Let's see this. I'm hungry too. Normally, because I get up and get to work so early, that I normally do breakfast early. I'll stop at the Hardee's or something. Good morning, Trinaya. What we eating? We have sausage. Look, let me show you how beautiful these patties are. It's got grits on it, but in that, you see that? It kind of reminds me of Bojangles sausage, but better because this is the same place where I told y'all my mouth is watering, where they home grow their meats and all that. It's not the grocery store stuff. You've been up all morning. Did I text you back? I thought I texted you, Trinaya. I saw your what you sent to me in Messenger. How you doing this morning though? How you doing? Y'all, we got a lot to catch up on, honey. Okay. Um, let's put some of that black pepper on the grits. What's up, Carabella? How you doing? Good morning. Y'all, there's so much going on in this world, but I don't listen, Trinaya, and everybody else on this live. I just want you to know that we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be fine. Okay? But it's a lot going on. Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing a lot, hearing a lot, feeling a lot. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Good morning, my snookums. How are you doing this morning? Seneca, I'm doing just great. I really am. I'm hungry as I don't know why. Know what? Yeah, right. We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna keep our cortisol levels down. And I got a half a bottle of vitamin water to the side. We're gonna be just fine. Let's pray over the food, little piece. It's the fat back for me. Y'all want a bite? We're gonna be just fine. That's good. We're gonna be just doing just fine. But yeah, I've been paying attention to everything. hmm What's that lady named Joy from MSNBC? They fired Joy. Mrs. Elantra and the felon is what I call them. Mm. Y'all, there's a lot gonna happen between now and the end of April. We got to hold on to our seatbelt, honey. We got to hold on, honey. But the number one thing is don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Because a lot of it is just smoke and mirrors. A lot of it is narcissists doing what you will allow. A lot of it is lying and gaslighting. That's what's going on. Hmm. I know, girl. Can y'all please hit the like button, please? I know. Stop fighting in the YouTube streets. I need y'all to get over it. Come on, let's be friends. Because we stick together, we're gonna make it. Girl, I'm hungry now. We will be just fine. God is still on the throne. That is what I'm handcuffed to. There is no key available. Okay. Mm-hmm. Seneca, don't start that. What's happening, Trinaya? You're not looking at the politics? You're lost? No, you don't need to be law school. Seneca, leave me alone. Because you playing. Hey, Christina. Trinaya, you're not looking at what's going on. I mean, now be honest with y'all. I don't watch the news. Mm-mm. I'm on TikTok, right? And I follow Wonderful. Explain to me, please. Okay. Well, well, you playing with me, Seneca, because you ain't sent no email. Hey, Christina. So, okay, listen, Janaya. Our new president, what do you think about Joy Reid? I love Joy Reid. I think Joy Reid, hold on, Janaya. I think Joy Reid is going to be fine. I went over there and looked at Chris Como views yesterday. He had half a million views on a video that he did like 2 or 3 days ago. I'll go over there and look at Don Lemon. Don is busting out the seams. He got half a million subscribers. He got lots of likes, lots of views. They making money. They are paving their own way. They are able to be free to express themselves. And Joy Reid needs to join the family. Okay, free press and freedom of expression. Cause y'all, these news networks, they are bought. Excuse me, they're bought. They can't do what they want to do. They got to do what they told. Yeah, they're bought. So I'm happy for Joy. She's going to hurt because she got fired. But it'll be all right. Bought and paid for, honey. Yes, they're bought. Hmm. A lot of people don't stop watching the news. Y'all know it's been 5 years for me. I ain't got time. Because you got to be out your mind. Excuse me. By their investors and shareholders. Yes. You got to be out your mind to fire Don Lemon and Chris Como. So Chris said the other day, he said he is free as hell. What's up, Brian Jones? That's what he said. Quote unquote, I'm free as hell. Yeah. Who don't like freedom? I know I do. Mm-mm. Ooh, the regular news is awful. So they're supposed to be firing people who give Donald Trump, I'm just gonna call his name, I'm tired, and Elon kickback. And then they're gonna put their people in place so that everybody hear good news. And this my thing. Who is that gonna work on? Like who gonna go for that? We got the damn internet. Ain't nobody think about no regular news. It's just I just got off the phone with my son Joe. Don't be spectators, be participators and double tap the screen. Hey, Nick, we're having sausage, having eggs and cheese and grits and toast and fatback. But look what I'm saying, who that's gonna work on? Just old people, that's all. We know better. We're internet people, honey. Mm-mm. We got our own opinion, we have our own perspective, and we know better. We see what they're doing. Nobody's dumb. We see all the gaslighting, the manipulation, and the lies. We see it all. Mm-hmm. We see it all. What y'all think? The American people are not stupid. They're not. I think in the end, though, we might need some help. Mm-hmm. Podcast is the way to go. I'm telling you, Joy Reid will be just fine. She'll be just fine. I'm happy for her. Do you do you think we will have a new revolution? Mm, of some sort, yes. And do I think we're gonna prevail? Yes. And do I think that Donald Trump gonna end up running away from that White House? Yes. And do I think that Elon is gonna quit? Yes. Do I think that our president will be able to have the military to do his dirty work? No, the military is not on his side. Maybe some that he'll handpick for a price, but the majority, no. They did that cut on Medicaid, y'all. Hmm. And at the end of the day, to cut Medicaid like that to give tax breaks to your billionaire friends is unethical, it's immoral, it's cruel, and he gonna suffer for it. And some other people too. Because to attack the poor and the elderly, I know Brian. What see did y'all hear Brian in this damn chat? Round of applause. Round of applause for Brian. Thank you, Brian. What they're trying, ooh, I feel my son now. What they're trying to do is take the money and run. I wanted to go to a country in Africa. I don't know which one though. What they're trying to do is take the money and run. Did y'all hear that some gold is missing? That our whole thing is supposed to be backed up by gold, and a lot of people think that the gold is not there. That they already done came and got it. I think, like I said, we might need Canada's help. Somebody got to come and help us. But the people, mm, honey, the people, oh my God, when the people get real mad, and enough people, oh my God, they're going to be able to do nothing. Yep. What y'all think? People are so worried, and firing these federal workers. Oh, the firing of the federal workers is just pure meanness. Pure meanness. Hmm. I think they think it's funny. This is so good. Who lazy? Who lazy, Hillbilly J? The federal workers. That's not fair. How you know they're lazy? Hmm? No, a lot of times people call black people lazy. Black people over history have been called lazy. Um, that is so good. That don't mean they lazy, Hillbilly J. That doesn't mean that. So if people are not, no, my daughter works from home. My daughter works from home. My daughter works from home, and she hold on for a minute, y'all. And she does not do that. She's just as focused, just as committed, worked just as hard from home that she did at the office. My phone is on. Hey, hey, great debater. Do not disturb. But somebody's calling me back to back, so the screen is going black. I don't know who doing that. Here, Billy J, you one of them people. Look, I know personally. I do too. I do know. I know personally too. People who mess with their damn kids. I don't care. My daughter works from home, and she no, she's very disciplined at her work desk while she's working. She takes her daughter to school. She takes the dog out in the mornings, and then she starts working, and she sits there until she has a break. She doesn't do all the crazy stuff. No, she's working. I have lots of clients who work from home. These people are professional. They've been working on their jobs forever. They know what they're supposed to do. They're good workers. No, that's just what do they call it? That's propaganda. Most people that work from home are disciplined. What the hell? I know. Mm-mm. Well, Miss Fine Thing. Good morning. Good morning. Here, Billy J, you crashing out. I don't know what's wrong with you. Only benefit from working at home is working in my underwear. That's not true. You save gas because you don't have to drive to the office. You don't have to buy as many clothes. In my opinion, you do a better job because you don't have to deal with the anxiety and the hustle and bustle of the job itself. Right. Food, right. Hmm. Sometimes the workplace, there's a certain type of anxiety, certain level of anxiety, I would imagine, in the workplace. Yeah, I've been working remote for 5 years, would not trade it for the world. Right. Are you doing well on your job? Have you had a promotion? Have they disciplined you for anything that you've done wrong? Probably no. My daughter and I had 3 promotions. Hey, Pamela. in the office, you got to put on a face to mingle with people, and you don't have to do that at home. Your mental health is better at home. Thank you, Pamela. Even if they pay me an extra 20K, I would not go into the office. Right? No, because I think mental health wise, it's just better off to be at home. Seriously, you got to deal with all that energy, all those different people. You have gotten 4 promotions. See, left hand bandit, what's up? I don't know what kind of people you're dealing with, Hillbilly J, but those are not the people that I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of people they are. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? Good morning. Hillbilly J, I don't know what's going on with your folks. Okay? I don't. Remember, I told you where I work, they weren't built for us to come into the office every day, fire people because we don't have enough seats. It's sad. Mm-hmm. Hey. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Hillbilly J, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good, Marcus. This is the thing. All the shit that these people are doing, you know what I'm talking about? The two crazies. They're only doing this shit, Hillbilly J, so that they can lace their pockets. Why don't you know that? What is your problem? What's up, Neela? Nyla? Why don't you know that? They're just lacing their pockets. How can you, in good faith, lay off that many federal workers while making over 40 something billion since January? How can you do that? How can you mentally and emotionally be okay with making lots of $1 billion from us, the American people? You get a gigantic paycheck while you take somebody's small paycheck that they really need just to keep staying in their house, a mortgage, driving their cars, car payment, lights and water and food. How can you do that? Hillbilly J, and you and people like you support it. It's wrong. It's wrong, Hillbilly. I'm sorry. It's wrong. Hey, Kellen, how you doing? It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care what you say. Elon Musk ought to be ashamed of himself. He doesn't have enough morals, ethics, character, and values to be ashamed. He doesn't have enough. What he wants to do is hurt people. He wants to hurt people. Them, him having power and control over them, and then them losing their livelihood, and people that are crying and full of anxiety and full of worration and don't know what they're going to do. All of that equals wonderful energy for him. He's a vampire. Great debater, yeah. Can't even talk, old stuttering ass self. I said, dang, he stuttered like a robot. He stuttered real bad. And he's supposed to be a genius. They say he was sitting on that stage the other day while being interviewed. They say he was high as a kite. He on drugs. How much money do he pay for them pills he takes? Everybody's studying that ugly thing. The great debater, that's funny. Anyway, he gonna run my blood pressure up. Mm-hmm. Mm. No, the person that's supposed to be busted is him. He need to be busted for going in the center, being a thug, and not having authorization or authority to do that. The person who's going to be busted is him and his president. Hmm. Watch and see. He's on drugs big time. Nobody don't give no damn about no prophecy. Who? Paula White. Paula White prophecy. She can prophesy and learn how not to be married 3 times. Now go to hell. Prophesy about that. Hmm. Prophesy about how not to be a whore. Hmm. Prophesy about being a female preacher and having 3 husbands. Now go to hell. Prophesy about that. I don't give a damn what Paula White said. I would love to run into Paula White in the elevator somewhere. Ooh, God. Mm-mm. Say he can't sleep. Had on them big old stage. So I can't with all this gibberish is bad. Oh no. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I said Paula White. Nobody asked you what you said. I said Paula White. She got an office in the White House. No, no, we ain't gonna try TD Jakes. Hell, we're gonna try Paula White. We ain't try Jakes. No, we're gonna try Paula, not Jakes. I know her. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Nope. I ain't seen Jakes. Jakes ain't said nothing. What Jakes say? Jakes been in trouble about doing, same gender loving activities. I think it's hilarious that people argue over politics when all the politicians just care about how big their pockets get. Well, yeah, I agree with that comment. How you been, Cheryl? I've been good. Hmm. I've been good. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry that I wasn't with you guys yesterday. I wanted to be. I was just tired. I went back to work and I was like, ooh, lots of hours. But listen, I don't argue about politics. I will say this. Y'all know y'all been here with me in the YouTube streets for years. I'm not a political person. Good morning, Tara. Good morning. I'm not a political person, right? But y'all know I'm progressive, right? Come on. Y'all know I'm progressive, okay? And you know too that I'm informative. And I keep up with the know. And I ain't the type of girl that like being left behind. I ain't that. So right now in this political climate, what's going on? I'm digging in because I gotta know what's going on. And I'm looking and I'm feeling and I'm thinking, right? About everything. So then when I come back, I just have a conversation with you guys. But it's right now for me, it's not just, I don't know, something about everything that's going on is very like spiritual to me. This dude makes me feel like I have a everything. I done tune Hillbilly J out. I done tuned him out. Everything that's going on, I feel like it's very spiritual. It could be almost prophetic, but not in the way that the evangelical Christians think. Listen, right now, I just hate to say this, and y'all don't stone me, please. Bye here, Billy J. See you later. Um, I'm looking at the evangelical Christians with a side eye. Okay, my eyes to the side, and that side right there too. It's giving side eye. It's giving side eye. Now, Paula White used to pastor that Zachary Tim's church. which is mostly black people. Okay. She's surpassing them. So how the hell do you go from, I say one thing, those people wearing those mega hats, they've done out. Those people that are wearing the MAGA house hats are white supremacists, rednecks, hillbillies, and racists. And they are blaming black people for everything. But they are blaming, which is their trauma. This is their trauma, by the way. It's their trauma. They are blaming black people for what they don't have. They're blaming black people for the houses that they want to live in that they can't. They're blaming black people for the cars that they want to drive, but they don't have them. They're blaming black people for everything. Those are those people. They're not being accountable. Thank you, Raymond. They're not being accountable. They're not saying, I don't know. I just don't, I don't know that much about um, unevolved Caucasians. I got to be honest. I don't know much about them. But I've been looking since this situation. So they're blaming blacks, like black, if you look black, if you didn't have a chance to go to college, I could have went. Like black, if you didn't have that job, then I could get it. It's that. That's what they're doing. Meanwhile, Trump knows that. Cause he a nigga, a white one. If you know what I mean. He one of them ones. So well, he a narcissist. Oh, so anyway, so he know that. So what he did was he connected to them and made them think that he was on their side when it's so many of them that feel that way. Because the only thing you got to do is listen to conservative white radio and then mix it in with a little bit of evangelical mix. And there you go. The biggest community. Evangelicals and poor whites. Evangelicals and poor. Can y'all hear me? Y'all, I'm sorry. Sorry. My step was the hospital um calling me about my stepdad. Can y'all hear me? I think we are all one race is poor. We who? Everybody's not poor. Everybody's not poor. But getting back to what I said about the evangelicals and the poor whites. Um, hold on. It is not it is not black people's fault. Successful blacks. That white people don't have what they need. It is not. That's trauma. I hate to be the one to tell you it's not true. That's just like me blaming my neighbor for not having my neighbor got her Maserati. I've always wanted one. It's like me blaming my neighbor for what I don't have. It's not true. And so people like Donald Trump and the evangelicals, they got in there together, and this is what we got going on. Look, y'all, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. This MAGA stuff, MAGA was very much against black and brown people. MAGA was very much against illegals, hashtag black and brown people, Mexicans, any type of foreigner other than lily white. It's almost like the white is right, and it's not. It's not. Now, the evangelicals and whites want to say that the educated blacks, the ones that are highly educated, for example, no, I'm not creating any division, sugar. We are having a conversation. What's up, Tedrick? Okay. It is not all what I talk about, but it is what I've been talking about lately. Now let you just sit back and listen to this wonderful observation, okay? Because that's what it is. That is what it is. All right, so this group of people that has been plaguing this country for many of years. They are about to be handed their ass. Okay? Now, let me specify who I'm talking about. I am talking about the white nationalists, the white supremacists, and the racist whites. That's who I'm talking about. It's the audacity for me. Nobody owes them anything. Just like, nobody owes them anything. How can a white person, I'm just asking the question, how can a white person feel underprivileged in a country that where they have white privilege? There are certain privileges to your skin being white. I mean, really. So what do they want? Do they want everybody to roll out the white carpet and say, here's your degree, here's your house, here's your car, here's your bank account, here's all of this stuff. Here, I'm just going to hand it to you. Here you go. You don't have to work. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like white people a long time ago when they got the Africans to do their work for them. It's called entitlement. That's what it's called. If this is your first time here, my name is Cheryl Grabowski. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Okay, there you go. You can follow me on TikTok as well, Cheryl Grabowski, on all social media platforms. But anyway, sounds like entitlement. Sounds like entitlement. What happened to, because me per se, now I consider myself as an attractive black woman, right? And I could have and when I was younger, I was super cute. But I could have used my looks um to get what I wanted. But there's something about work and earning something and all of that good stuff that really resonates with me. I don't want you to give me shit. Thank you, Brian. I don't want to give me shit. I will work and earn it on my own. Not to say if you want to give me something, you can. That's great. But I have do you see what I'm saying? I don't understand about this damn entitlement. I don't get it. It is not black people when a white person is not where they want to be in life. It is of their own accord. It doesn't have anything to do with what black people have. It does not. And black people have not stopped them from doing anything that they wanted to do. They may lack stuff that they need, like perseverance, like uh, courage, like resilience, like stop giving up, do what you got to do, like common sense, those kind of things that we use in order to get what we want in life. Nobody, so they say, okay, well, black people have NAACP. People who, the NAACP is one organization and they help some people, but it's a lot of black people who have been discriminated against and who are qualified for these jobs and who get looked over. Like some of my clients, I'll just say some of the stories I've heard over the years. Like having your education and your degrees, and you have this specific job that you've been doing for years, and you're trying to get a promotion. You deserve the promotion. Matter of fact, you may have gone online to get another degree to make sure that you'll be able to get that promotion. And then when you get back to work, your white boss has bought their relative or a cousin or a friend that they know to take your position, have you to train them, and they are way less qualified than fucking you. I've heard that story so many times from my clients. We have places like the NAACP to help with shit like that. Let me move this out the way so we can really talk. Here, Billy J. Sorry. There we go. Now, This conversation is getting old at this point. It's just it's old. What Donald Trump, Elon Musk, very that, yes. And the white supremacists and white nationalists and the poor whites, their dance is about to be done. It's about to be done. This is gonna be their last damn run. When I tell you this shit is about to come to an end, it's about to be their last run because they need to see and hear and know and feel in real time that the majority of us, we're not going for that. We're not going for it. You understand? These people are criminals. Most of the shit that they're doing is illegal. It's illegal. And I'll say this about the Democrats. I'm trying to be fair, but this is my observation. The Democrats are a whole lot. First of all, they're in denial. They don't really understand that these people are this cold, this vicious, and can y'all still hear me? Good morning, I'm Christine. Can y'all hear me? Because my earbud just died. But I want to know that y'all can still hear me before I keep talking. Okay. They want to know, they think, they, they almost think it's a joke. They don't realize what they're dealing with. The Democrats don't. They don't. Now, I think Joe Biden does. I really think Joe Biden knows how awful, and Don Lemon knows, and maybe there are some other ones that really know what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people who don't ask. They just act. They just do. They're kicking the door in. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't have the morals, the character, the ethics, the values to give a freaking flying whistle about the Constitution, the laws, and policy and guidelines. Don't care about that. These are criminals. They've been criminals for a long time. I knew that when Donald Trump won the first time and that white woman that was up there that had that lipstick all over her mouth and her hair won't done, I said, oh my God. Oh my God, he dealing with mobsters, gangsters. She's a mob wife. She's so rich and crazy that she ain't even got to comb her damn hair. Yeah, she was old. She had a lipstick was everywhere around her mouth, just everywhere. And then her hair won't comb. And I said, oh my God. But see, what's up, JCJR714? This video is for entertainment purposes only. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw her, I said, oh my God, oh, those are the people that live in Vegas. Those are casino people. Oh, those are mobsters and thugs. Oh, they're real rich. They are, this is a common, and see, Donald Trump is, Donald Trump is like that too. So when I say they're super rich, with no morals, no ethics, no values, they are criminals and thugs. They had the chance to look that guy up, but they were too scared. And woo, Brian, you preaching to the church. You're preaching to the church. They were too scared. And hey, Aaron, how you doing, sugar? Doing all right today? This is my thing right here. Thanks, listening to you cures my constipation. Oh, you're welcome. Most of the Supreme Court in his pocket. Listen, I ain't never seen so many damn jelly bags. I did not come from a family of jelly bags. I ain't never seen it. At this point, somebody need to give a crash course, a 16-week course for congressmen and congresswomen. Let me come and join the Congress. Let me be one. And I'll call some other black women that I know and let us come into the game. Please. Because see, ain't nobody scared of Squareface and Dookie Shoe. Nobody's scared of, somebody said Donald Trump stinks so bad that his ass is rotten. I mean, seriously, this white man said, sure. I said, damn, this man stink real too. I said, I didn't know he was stink. They said everybody, when you in the office with him, they said that he was somewhere not too long ago, and they had put it in the paper in a restaurant, and they asked him to leave the damn restaurant because he was so damn stinking. Now I wanted, that's why I said that remind me of the damn lady at the first inauguration with that lipstick all over her mouth, ma'am. Did you look in the mirror? You know you ain't got no business having lipstick on your mouth like that, girl. And then Donald Trump, what you doing wearing the same drawers with your funky stinking old ass? You is too damn big to be funky, sir. I can't, you know what I'm saying? At this point, somebody need a 16-week crash course so I can take it and let me into the damn Congress. Let me hit the floor, please. Because, see, first of all, they need to know, why y'all laughing? They need to know about narcissists. They need to know. They don't care. They don't ask permission. They just going to do the shit. And then, so Elon Musk, when he sent out that email and he said, tell me 5 things that you like about being a federal employee, because the only thing he got in his mind is giving him information. That's why he went over there and took our shit. Give him information so he can put in his damn computer, in his AI. That's all he care about. Melania, get your hubby in the shower. Get his big funky ass in the shower. You too damn big. His lawyer that he fired said he pooped on himself all through his skirt. I am, because everybody else is too. The great debater, I am. I ain't got time for Elantra. Elon and Duke shoot. Girl, I can't. Elon and Duke shoot. Good morning. I'm doing good, Richard. Hey, Richard. Everybody else is. Y'all know I'm in the streets. Everybody else is. I can't be careful. No. That's what's wrong with Washington. That's what's wrong with Washington right now, is that we can't do that. And I'm going to tell you what. In March, can y'all still hear me? March, April, and May, we going to see. Woo, child. Y'all just hold on to your britches. Hold on to your britches, because everything is about to change. Everything. And it's going to be good, too. It's going to be good. Everything going to change. Because I tell you what, the way that Congress and the Senate done act about Donald Trump, the way that they let this man, this big funky ass thing, come in there and do what he want to, the way that y'all been scared of this man, y'all ain't fit to hold these seats. Yeah, that's right, V. WV. They go low, we go lower. Michelle, sorry. You cannot babysit no narcissists. They don't give mercy. You cannot pray and ask God to make the narcissist apologize. There will be no apology. And even if you get one, it's not real. You can't believe God that they changed their ways, because they're not going to change their ways. That's what the Democrats don't understand about what's going on right now. They had it wrong the whole time. These people jelly back because they are trying. Good evening. Thank you. They are trying to hold their seats in the Congress and the Senate. They want to keep on getting their paycheck because they don't want their lifestyle interrupted. But to me, they have a problem with morals, character, ethics, and value too, because you're not thinking about the people, the American people, and you're supposed to be a representative of the American people. You're supposed to be the mouthpiece for the American people, but your mouth don't work. You're supposed to be able to speak truth to power as a person, as an elected politician, but you scared? You don't deserve the position. You don't deserve it. In my opinion, Education wise, you're qualified, but you don't have that, you don't have the heart that you're supposed to have. That's how I look at it. If anybody got word salad, here, Billy J, it's you. What's up, Sincere? You're the one with the word salad. What good is it to hold a position? This reminds me of my church days. What good is it to hold a position and to have a title, but you don't have the character that goes along with it? So people say, when you think of character, they say, well, oh, I don't lie, I don't cheat on my husband. That ain't the kind of character I'm talking about. In 2025, you need courage. You got to know something about sacrifice. You got to stand up in the position that you have willingly and purposefully sought after. Or was it just the money? Was it just the money? I'll be a politician because I speak well, I do this and I do this. But all of this stuff that you really need, why entertain people that are socially, culturally stuck within the box they live? What do you mean by that? So, no. I think we put people in politics that don't need to be there. And I think this situation is showing us that. We got to be careful, because now what we see now is a lot of lip service, a whole lot of lip service. Now the women have been speaking up, but not the men. But now the men have started. And on that note, got a couple things I want to share. And thank you. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up the live. Got a couple things I want to share. Because y'all know they're trolls. Sincere essence, they're trolls. My observation is, the years that I have been here on YouTube, one of my biggest takeaways is YouTube is a place where grown people and old people act like children. Thank you, Sincere Essence. They don't recognize that because they're not that. They don't have enough intelligence and character, morals and values to be able to recognize that. It's been hard being here, right? It's been hard being here, to be honest. But you know, I'm resilient though. I don't give up. 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 Okay, is this my Facebook? Like, what's going on? It looks weird. Oh, no, 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 no. It actually is. I changed my... I changed... Okay, so... Is this my profile?
Something went wrong. Please try again.
No, girl, I ain't talking to you. Go away. All right. That's not the one. Oh, this is a really good one. These people will always exist, for this nation was founded by people of such nature. Yeah, I mean, I do really enjoy your content, Real Dialogue. Thank you, Mom of Two. In my opinion, Sincere Essence, and I certainly respect yours, I think that they're going to get very soon exactly what they need. You know what I mean by that? When you're dealing with uh, white supremacists, white nationalists, and poor white people who are privileged. I think when it comes to life and the creator, and you know how the earth, you know how our body heals itself. I'll use our body for example. And the earth itself, it does the same thing. I think they're getting ready to get exactly what they need. And I think we're going to be right here to watch it. Okay, y'all listen to this. It's an exciting time. Just I like it when you go down the rabbit hole, just make sure that you don't take the crazy emotions. Don't be in your feelings. I mean, if you be in your feelings, you know how to get out of them. But you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
We don't take an oath to a tribe.
Oh,
we don't take an oath to a religion.
Hold on. All right.
We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that is America, and we're willing to die to protect it. Every soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, Guardian, and Coast Guard, each of us commits our very life to protect and defend that document, regardless of personal price. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath.
He said we're not taking down to a wannabe dictator, to a king. We're not doing that. This is the military. You remember I was telling y'all earlier? I was telling y'all this man thinks that the military are his personal arsenal, but they are not. They're not going to be with him. When it's time for him to try to get them to carry out his demon time stuff, they're not going to do it. Matter of fact, these people would probably be the ones that go ahead and apprehend him. I do believe, you remember when I told y'all about Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden? That's all I got to say about that.
I don't know if any of you guys saw.
That's all I got to say about that. No. No. Where am I at? Is this TikTok or Facebook? Okay. They're not going to do it. The military is not with Trump. Just in case you guys were thinking like, oh, the military is going to come and do something to the people. It's not. All this is going to turn on him. Trump is simply a paradox, a preacher of instability, and I choose not to worship there. I like that. I love that. A preacher of instability, because it's crazy. It's all the chaos, but there is an indoctrination that all narcissists do to their people. They all do it. They all, if you're in a relationship with one, there's an indoctrination that occurs because they want to bring you into their fantasy. And now he's hovering over the United States and trying to put that spell on a lot of people. And people are feeling it. You know what I'm saying? People are feeling it, and you know what I'm saying? Fantasy. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what the narcissist does. She creates a fantasy. And what's up, Nar? I just got rid of Hillbilly J. We can't do it anymore. I actually blocked him, so he's gone. Not because he have a difference of opinion, but because he's drunk or high. I don't know which one, but he doesn't belong over here. You know what I mean? He used to post real segual. He doesn't do it anymore. So since we've been talking about politics, he just has gone off the rocker, and nobody understands what he's saying. Like, no, Hillbilly J. So I'm sorry, gotta go. Um, um, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I done started burping again. It did go away. I'm trying to think, what did I do to make it go away? I don't know what I did. I know I stopped eating meat for a while. I don't know, but it's bad. Um, but yeah, P. Diddy for president. Let's block you too. Okay, we time that person out. Goodbye. Yeah, he is off the rocker, needs to get back on his meds or something. Yeah, like crazy. Stop coming over here, crazy thing. Nobody else is drunk inside of this chat. You know, I'm on my lunch break. I'm tired. But anyway, y'all, make no mistake about it. The so-called framers knew such a fragile egomaniac would come about. He is very fragile, very petty. Both of them are. Both of them are. Fragile and petty. And it's sickening. And we people that know about mental health, I mean, we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. This should not have ever happened from day one. They know that this man did not have the character to do something like this. And even though he's entertaining, because he's very entertaining, right? And very braggadocious and very grandiose. And he had that television show, You're Fired, but it wasn't real. That's a character. And then for all of these senators and congressmen and women and judges and all these people in Washington that's in the political world, I mean, some of the most educated people in the world, this is their game, this is their life, this is their world. And they allowed him to come in to infiltrate and to prosper. You know, like the people say, no weapon that is formed against you will prosper, but it formed and it prospered right under their noses. No, we're not talking about credentials. We're not talking about that. Get out of here. Go to Don Lemon's page. He got plenty of credentials. And we talk just alike. So no. How in the world was he able to do that? Y'all, to me, that's the biggest thing. Like, I remember in my church days when you would get a shisty con man, because that's what he is. He's a con man too. It's almost like a episode of Lifetime, like a movie. So you get the con man that comes into the church. He has a pyramid scheme, comes right on in, and gets the pastor in on it. And then everybody put their money in, their $200, $300, $500, and next, and like two people get paid, and they don't see the man no more. How does that happen? Now, in the political world with Donald Trump, what is the answer to that? What do y'all think? How did he? Why is he a part of that world? Why did they allow him to come in? It's almost like somebody should have been able to say, no, you don't know, no. But they did not. And I can tell you, I could tell you what I think it was. It's America's biggest problem. Let me tell you what I think it was. It was the money. Everybody whores. Everybody lusts. Everybody covets behind what's in somebody else's pocket. Nobody's satisfied with a decent salary or working salary. You know, I've studied the minimalist lifestyle now for 6 years. I've watched people live modest lifestyles from a modest amount of money, and they are totally happy and secure in everything, and they're fine. They got everything that they need. You know what I'm saying? They don't need all of the best house, the biggest house, the best car. They don't need all the best clothes, and they don't have that trauma associated with, I'm going to be poor and broke one day. This is the thing. When we learn how to not whore after more and more and more and more, like excess. Like, I want this and I want that and I want so much of this and I want no, no. Like, I see that money over there. Do y'all not know, like, in my lifetime, how I've been propositioned to do things for a bag? And I say out the gate, no. No, I'm not doing that. Because it don't mean that much to me. See what I'm saying? Washington, their thing was Donald Trump was paying those people. He was lacing their pockets, and he bought his way, just like Elantra bought his way into Washington. The politicians were lacing their hands. They were feeding their bellies. They were lusting after his money. And then here comes Elantra with a big, great big bag, and he got him the same way. I know people that are in possession of success and financially stability. Many of them are sincerely miserable. I asked this question years ago on my YouTube. What's wrong with modesty, though? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with being modest? I feel like when people, this is my personal opinions, y'all. This is just how I see it. But I feel like when people want a whole lot of money, it really has almost nothing to do with them. They just want the money so that people can admire and admonish and just you know, they want it for the attention and the validation. They want other people to gaze at it and to want it. That's what I think it's about. I do. Now, I'm saying it's nothing wrong with having money. There's some things that I want to do in my lifetime and some things that I want to purchase that I don't have right now. And it'd be great if I get it, but if I don't ever get it, I'm still happy. Say something about Elon Musk. He ugly. He's an ugly white guy. But yeah, do you see what I'm saying? So it's that type of energy. So Elon said the other day, he said Putin can't afford him. He said that on national TV. The difference between your birthday and transition day is how you lived and treated others. He said Putin can't afford him. I thought that was funny. I really did. Because for somebody to put Putin in his place, you know, for somebody to say, and that was great because he's really rich. He got about last time I checked, $66 billion. And Elon said the other day he can't afford him. So it's a stew of narcs and billions and all of the bad stuff. All the stuff life is not even about. Like, no. I just be glad, like, so I'm in the live with this right here. I'll be glad when empaths are in high positions in this country. I'll be glad when presidents, senators, congresswomen, and men are empaths. I do. It would be like living on a different planet. It would be like having a best friend or a lover or a boss that is fair, kind, firm, fair, kind, and firm. That's what it would be like. If you could imagine a president, a vice president, Congress, and senators who were mostly empaths, but they would have to be a certain type. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Because you can't be the ones with the rose-colored glasses. Not that. Because you got to be in the know when it comes to how narcissistic people can be. You've got to keep them from making decisions about people because they do not care. They only care about themselves or maybe their group. Okay? Like if you would visualize, cut an onion in half and see all the ridges in the onion. That middle part and those ridges, they care about that much. But as the ring goes further, they don't care about that. No, you can't have them. They have no business in politics. They don't need to be there. And churches, same thing. I'd be so glad when empaths are in the pulpit. Get the narcs out. It come right down, for me, it comes right down to in our world and globally. All the way around. Because I thought about China. Somebody told me the other day, say, Cheryl, China does have homeless. They might have a few people homeless that are gravely mentally ill. But these people sat down at a table and they created a system within a system to make sure that they wouldn't have people on the streets. They did that. And America don't know how to do that because America don't care. America don't care. We are plagued with narcissism in this country. I don't know how it got like that, but it's like that. And I'd be so glad when empaths stand up and when they take their place. Now I'll talk a little bit about Christians. Christians are part of the problem because they themselves, like the narcissists, the fantasy. There's the Christians, they're in a fantasy too. Their fantasy tells them that the narc can change and they can't. Their fantasy tell them that if they pray hard enough, then the narcissist president and gonna be fixed, and they're not. For example, Hitler. Did he change? I'm just asking. Did he change courses? No, he did not. He did not. No, they had to go over there and send him into the spirit. Because ain't no fix for it. I need the Christians to sit down. They're in the way. Okay? Not on our watch, not this time. Just go over there and sit down because you don't know what you're talking about and it's not going to work. And they're in the way. I'm sorry. I was listening to Don Lemon and Jamal Bryant. Don Lemon interviewed Jamal Bryant. I thought it was spectacular. It was a very, 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 very good show. And they have come up against the Christian conservative Donald MAGA folks have come up against Jamal Bryant. And Jamal Bryant is an excellent speaker, and he's been out there, you know, of course he's a Christian. He's a Christian too. But I really enjoyed him the other day for the first time. Because he said some things that need to be said from the church world. He said some things really. Because see, he knows, Jamal Bryant as a Christian, world-renowned preacher actually, He knows that the narc can't change. He know that. He's not into fantasy like most Christians are. He not that. You sitting there keep on praying over this thing, this entity, this thing that's going to hurt you and hurt thousands of other people because you're in the fantasy and you don't realize that it doesn't work like that. This is not church from 1960. Why can every other system evolve except for the church? Why is that? Why do all other systems, like our government, is changing? There's an evolution coming from the government, and it needs to be one from the church. But the evangelicals are in the White House, and they're trying to take everybody back to what it used to be a long time ago. But those are the people who believe that slavery was the will of God. There you go again. There's no evolution with the evangelicals. And then with the main Christians, no evolution. But Jamal Bryant said that the church needs to evolve. And they need to understand historically what's going on and how we've ended up in a situation where all of these evangelicals that all the Christians have worshiped with all these years, and now they are saying, we want to take everything back the way that it used to be. We don't even want to be around you guys. We want to be separated. We want the whites to worship over here and the blacks to worship over here. We don't want that. So it's just a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot. It's time to rethink everything. Not just for the political world, not just the evangelicals, the church as well. They say, in closing, it's a praying time. We should pray. Girl, I just pray about it. No, y'all been praying the whole time. The church doors have been open the whole time. You've been going to church Wednesday and Friday night, Sunday, the whole time. All of this has been festering and being brought into life, into manifestation in real time with real color and everything while you've been praying, dancing, and doing the stuff that you've been doing at church the whole time. You got to ask yourself why. How? Oh, well, God is going to take care of it. How? How's God going to take care of it? Like, what? I mean, God ain't worried about Trump or Elon. God is fine. They can't do nothing to God. God is going to take care of it for you. I don't think so. Yeah, we're going to have to figure that thing out. Oftentimes, religion makes morally so-called sane people say and do wicked things. Yeah, because it can be very wicked. It can be very wicked. It makes claims that God has said different things that y'all know me over here personally, that I don't believe that God said because it's immoral. A lot of the things that it's saying that God said, I think, no. And yeah, so yeah, it's a very divisive thing. And a lot of time is very immoral in lots of different places in there. It's not good. So the church needs to evolve for sure. Church needs to evolve. I mean, it is what it is. Um, but overall, I'm excited. So let me just tell you, I don't know what y'all gonna think about this, but it is what it is. You know, not that I really care, but I gotta share. And y'all will let me know what y'all think. Okay, I gotta share. So I'm on YouTube doing what I normally do. You know, I listen to a little bit of this, listen to a little bit of that, listen to a little bit of this. And you know, the algorithm does its thing, right? So it'll suggest some things. So there's this lady, Caucasian lady, older lady. She's sitting there, she's talking. I'm listening. Dang, I didn't know it was 12:18, y'all. I don't know, Lord Jesus, run my mouth. I can be It can be beneficial and merciful without lending myself to a Sunday morning organization. So listen though, sincere, listen. So this woman, she was talking, white lady, and she was talking about, you know, the president and the vice president. And they were asking questions. They were asking her questions. I don't know if they had emailed her because she wasn't reading alive or anything like that. So she had questions. And well, at the end of the thing, midway, I figured out like she's a psychic. She's a psychic. She's one of them ones, a psychic. Now, she's not the type of person that'll give you individual readings, like reading about love and stuff like that. She don't do that. Okay, but she was talking about politics, and I swear for low, that was the best thing I heard in the last 90 days. 90 days. I'll share with you some of the things that she said. She said that, this is funny. She said when it's all said and done, Trump will be running for his life. That's what she said. She said it ain't gonna take long because the amount of pain that he's inflicting on people. He's messing with, because America is not Russia. This is what she said. Russia is used to someone having their foot on their neck, not here. We're not used to that, right? So she said the people gonna send him back from whence he came. Oh, that thing was funny to me. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus, girl. I'm gonna be sitting here watching. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna be sitting here watching. Now, let me tell y'all something. For y'all zealots, for y'all real hard fundamental Christians, I ain't thinking about y'all because y'all prophets listen to psychics and then copy what they say and bring it back to the church. So I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. I don't want, just in case your brain is thinking that some of the biggest prophets in the Christian church copy psychics predictions and steal their stuff and bring it back to the church. Right. I live for religion fact checks. What? If a country has any homeless, the leaders are failures, especially when it's the richest country in the world. Matthew Forsyth says, I totally agree. But the amount of damage incurred over the next few months will take years to recover. It is. I'm sure it will, Mama, too. I'm sure it will. But as long as it emerges as a beautiful, better system than what we had before. I said we're gonna have to understand that we're gonna, be inconvenienced some, and things are gonna be different. But she said the overall outcome is things are gonna be better than they were before. Or what you said. Now, I know, there are a lot of Bible thumpers and they are in love with biblical prophecy, which could be, like the other person just said in the live before, which could be the most divisive tool and the thing that's in our consciousness that's bringing about what somebody wrote on a book. Do you not know what you believe you cause it to manifest? Y'all, 7 years ago, 6 years ago, I met this woman who taught me about my subconscious mind. And there are millions of people all over the planet that really, really know about subconscious mind and what that is. It's not no joke when people imprint on you. When people imprint on your brain and in your subconscious, something like Armageddon, terrible, negative, divisive, and some type of psychosis, and they imprint that on your brain, you can bring that about. I think there might be too many people on the planet. The old nature versus the age old nature versus nature. There might be too many people on the planet who's looking for a doomsday and who are blaming that on God. You got to really think, why would God? I don't want a doomsday. I've had 4 children. I don't want a doomsday for any of my children. Why would God really want a doomsday? What is that about? Or is that some type of pessimistic, mentally ill, unevolved, negative, smart person who wrote and said that God said? And you are talking about the lies and manipulation that is religion. I live for that because I see how it makes people, and it is not nice. Listen, yes, that's what I'm talking about. I say it all the time. With my pen, I have subdued you. With my pen, as I write, and you read what I write, the, the scribes, the scriptings, then that get into your consciousness. That's where you believe, and that's when everything changes for the worse. Do you see what I'm saying? It is, these are all the things that we're going to be dealing with, y'all, in the next, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. I remember when I was a devout Christian. And I'm just saying, y'all, this is this is not a regular conversation. This is one of them other ones. But I remember when I was, and I read some of the things that I read and watched Christian programming, some Christian movies that I've seen. And in one of the Christian movies, they showed that they're going to get rid of the Bible. They're going to get rid of the Bible. And back in those days, I just, oh my stars, just the idea of it, like what kind of demon would do that? But when I think about it, thank you. Now when I think about it, it's not good. It's not good because the end of the story is fire and brimstone and judgment and hate. It's hate. It's a vengeful God. Putting a entity that he made in a hell and then judging other people for being influenced by that entity. He's really blaming it on the entity, but he made the entity according to the storyline. Now, as an adult, being able to do critical thinking, you would have to, as a reasonable person, you would have to come to that conclusion. There's no other conclusion to come to. If I have to be accountable for that which I do, so does my God. He can't put it on Lucifer. He made Lucifer. Right? You can't do that. It must. If you're using critical thinking, you must come to that conclusion. There is no other one. Excuse me. You're going to hold me accountable if I don't do this, this, and that. Then I will be separated from you from all eternity. And even if I accept Jesus as Savior, there's still a white throne judgment where there's still another judgment according to your Bible. But you started this. You started it. What's up, Raging Bull? But you started it, God. You did that. Am I supposed to, what? Like, I'm not stupid. According to the storyline, like, you started this. Because, I mean, you're not me. Like, I'm limited. Like, I'm in the flesh, like, I come here as a baby and then I grow in knowledge with experience and mistakes that I make. But that's not you. Matthew, that's not you. You know everything from the beginning, the middle, and the end. You know the present, the past, and the future at the same time. So you knew better not to make Lucifer and start all this mess. Or did you do it for your sheer entertainment? So that's how I come up with that conclusion. That God has not done that. And I don't know who told that story, but they're not as smart as I am. Because the gist is over. I figured it out. That story is not true at all. Now, does that mean that we don't have a God? Listen, everything that's going on in that White House, because if you're just saying, sure, you done got off topic. No, I'm not. Everything that's going on in that White House has everything to do with that Bible. Let me say it again. Everything that is going on in that White House has everything to do with the Bible. All of it. Somebody just came in this live and said what's going on in the White House is Bible prophecy. Paula White has told that man that he's God's elect and he's the man of the hour according to the Bible. That's what Paula White has said to him. Everything, the prejudice, the assault of the black and brown people, the imprisoning of the babies, and the people, even the people that are legal in the country, all of that is predicated upon the biblical literature and their interpretation and what they have shared with the president. It's all Bible stuff. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all how dangerous it is. They need to take God off the money. I don't trust that. Me either. Me either. Because first of all, they're a liar and the truth is not in them. How could you be the richest country in the world and have some of the poorest people in the world? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. During the inauguration, they really hardly said anything about love, even though they talked about God. It was more about vengeance and judgment and hatefulness and power and control. That's what it was about. But I'm telling you what, I got my eyes out. I know what's going on. I'm paying attention to what needs to be paid attention to while keeping my cortisol levels low. I'm speaking truth into power. I am. How are we also going to be a country that had a clear separation of church and state, yet we have that we trust in God on the money? And Matthew, not only that, they are praying, singing hymns, laying hands, anointing with oil, and speaking in unknown tongue in the White House. Now, that's what they're doing. There is no separation. I've been saying that for years. to your point. There ain't no separation between state and church. They ain't. It's the same people. It's the same people. The inauguration was the most church thing I had ever seen in my life. There is no separation. They're saying that their God and the way that they experience God and the way that they see God is in charge now again of the United States. That Jesus or their God or their version of Jesus. You know, all people have different versions of Jesus. I just don't, just because I say Jesus, I don't want you to think that it's your version, but their version of Jesus. They say he's back in the White House. And it's mental illness. It's mental illness. Anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a wonderful day. It's been the most wonderful live. Thank you for being here and listening and commenting in this live. I appreciate it. I will see y'all later on tonight. And I tell you what, the channel has slowed down, but I enjoy it better. It's just more substance here. Nick, you still here, girl? You're right. It's not really a separation from church and state. No. Thank you, Nick, for being here, girl. No. There is no separation. No, they are having full-blown church in the White House. Thank you, girl. Full-blown church. Matter of fact, they're having church in the White House like y'all don't really understand. Y'all don't really understand how they having church in the White House. I mean, it's not just church. It's extreme religion. It's on another level in the White House. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, y'all. See y'all. I ain't even, I don't want to tell y'all no stories. I want to go live tonight. So I think y'all will see me later on, I think. Okay. Bye, guys.